I want things back the way they were, how I prefer, before each day was just a blur, before the fear of being a carrier, before the invisible 2-meter barrier. What do you miss most? Wash your hands, cover your face, keep your space, and just in case, get a test to help us trace. The world has changed at quite a pace. What do you miss most? The new normal has transformed our existence to living at a distance. We've become like monks as our world has shrunk. Horizons restricted, social circles constricted, bubble up, bunker down, increasingly alone behind your phone. What do you miss most? Remember when planes were flown, parties were thrown, stadiums packed and physical contact was a valid way to interact? Remember when you could go places without having to ask, without having to queue, book and wear a mask? What do you miss most? Congrats on completing Netflix in record time, exhausting the stock of Amazon Prime, discovering that Zoom is not being in the room, and that working from home is living at work. Oh, and the uncertainty. Everything's now provisional to a degree. The cancellation of your cheap staycation, being traced into self-isolation. What do you miss most? Right now, the old normal feels like the golden years, but we still had fears and we still shed tears. Were you truly contented? Problems still presented, trauma still tormented, heartbreak still lamented. We were stressed, depressed, working all hours without rest. The world was still a mess. What do you miss most? But what if there is something better? You see, God has written us this letter. Have you read it? Divine revelation says, don't set your limits of your aspirations to the old normal. When Jesus offers a greater salvation to a new creation, a perfect new normal. A perfect world with no isolation, hospitalization, or socially distant cremations. No crying or dying, no sleepless nights or stupid fights, just life as it's meant to be with our Maker in eternity. This promise of God is trustworthy and true. I am making all things new and I will live with you. So which normal will you choose? The old normal, living for the weekend, pretending to be content? Or can I recommend turning to Jesus, who right now is extending the offer of a happy ending? Which normal will you choose? Hi, thanks for watching CoronaVerses. My name's Duncan. I'm a pastor at a church in Worcester called Wood Green Evangelical Church. Listen, if you've got any questions about anything you've just heard in that video, please do get in touch using this email address. I would love to hear from you. Also, why not subscribe to the Wood Green Evangelical Church YouTube channel here, or to listen to a talk on why true contentment can only be found in Jesus, click here. Thanks for watching.